All righty, let's get cracking now. On AEW Dynamite from this past Wednesday night, April 23rd, they were at the UNO, that's the University of New Orleans, for those of you not so initiated, the UNO Lakefront Arena, New Orleans, Louisiana. And we'll get to history in that building in a second, but Tony Schiavone was standing in the ring. They had the Lakefront Arena, which I think we established one time before on a show last year, seats about 8,000 or so, and I think it was set up for about 2,500. Tony's in the ring, and he introduces Master P. And here comes, and what the fuck? Because I know Master P because he was on WCW 25 years ago. And Brian, correct me if I'm misremembering, but didn't the fucking wrestling fans hate the fuck that he was on the TV show back then?
Oh, yeah. Remember there was Silk the Shocker's birthday and he had Big Swole, the guy, not the woman Big Swole, but the male Big Swole, the guy with the big arms.
No, I don't remember any of this. Oh, yeah, I just remember that he was on.
Hootie Hoo!
Oh, God. Hootie Hoo! Hootie Hoo! Well,
it's Silk the Shocker's birthday!
Wasn't this stuff that Master P did on WCW so bad that, and the group that he was affiliated with of wrestlers or whatever?
No Limit Soldiers, yeah.
Yeah, well, weren't they so unpopular as baby faces that they actually turned Kurt Hennig and his crew that were supposed to be heels babyface?
Yeah, they were singing Rap is Crap and they became the big baby faces. Look, the No Limit Soldiers and all that stuff in WCW was terrible. However, he is a big deal in New Orleans. So
then why didn't he draw any people? There were no people.
Well, I don't know if they announced him. I don't know. I didn't know he was going to be there. I didn't know he was going to be there. So all of a sudden, Master P came out. I was like, oh, this is an interesting play. You got Travis Scott. We got Master P.
Well, now I will say Master P make 3 of Travis Scott. But what, again, is he still in the music business? They said he's a coach in New Orleans or something's going on with the youth program or whatever. Is he still anybody in the music business? I don't really listen to the modern sounds, Brian.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you what Master P's been up to, but whatever it is, it led him on this road here, and nothing will ever top him no-selling the Death Riders just standing there. Nothing will ever top Master P standing down the Death Riders.
All right, well, hold on. We're getting ahead of ourselves.
Just standing there, just not even moving.
Well, first we got to set the scene for the people because this thing is going to go on for a little while here. Because he comes out and he introduces the Opps, who are Samoa Joe, Shapoopy, and now Powerhouse Hobbs because Hook got taken out of the equation. And beside the Opps, and I think now that's some kind of young people slang. It sounds like a goddamn comic strip from the 20s you'd see next to, the fucking Andy Gump or some shit. But there's so much wrong. Samoa Joe is a top guy. And Hobbs needs booking to be at the level of his potential. And Shapoopy is an anchor around anybody's neck. He's just a boring blase, doesn't even count. But unless Joe has a health or injury issue where he doesn't want to have singles matches, I don't know why you have a main event guy in a 6-man tag team. But nevertheless, Joe and Master P caught up with each other and talked about the student athletes and put New Orleans over. And suddenly the Boar Horseman's music plays and the camera sees Marina Schaefer, and she's got a nice tan this week. And she's coming through the crowd, the building she's been out in the parking lot. Insert your own material there, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to have known her in the parking lot of the Dorton Arena in Raleigh, where they had those little ticket booths that were just like individual little hotel rooms. But nevertheless, I digress. So she's walking out and they're watching her, and the rest of the fucking idiots, the heels, attack the baby faces in the ring from behind. And they get some boring heat while Master P stands and stares at the whole. He's the biggest guy in a fucking ring except for Hobbs. And he's just standing there staring at it. And then that's where Master P and Dick the Boozer have their staring contest where they just stared at each other. And as Mama Cornette would say, take a picture, it'll last longer. I'm not sure this stare was so long. And then suddenly Joe comes from behind and gets a sleeper on Moxley, or the rear naked choke. And as he does that, he's got him standing up. Master P starts throwing fake punches at Moxley, trying to hit his midsection, but his shit looks so weak. Then you see Joe turns Moxley around. And Joe has his back to Master P where he can't do that anymore. And Master P's trying to reach around Joe to fucking hit the guy in the ribs from around. God damn it. You can almost see Joe over his shoulder going, God damn it, his arms are so long. And then P got lost and started talking on the microphone, just ad-libbing whatever the fuck he was doing. Yeah, what do you think about that, huh? Or whatever. But then here comes the Buckaroos and their friend O'Sleepy. And they hit Joe with a chair, and they get some heat on Joe. And suddenly, Master P apparently got scared and disappeared. If he's going to jump out when the two kids that are half his size and their bleach blonde Japanese friend come in the ring, why didn't he jump out when the goddamn top heel group, including the world champion that's been pouring bleach down people's throats, came in? He just stood there and stared at him. What the fuck sense is this making?
None.
Say it ain't over yet.
It ain't over till the fat lady sings.
As they were getting heat on Joe, Schaefer gathers Moxley up and gets him out of the ring, but music plays. And Swerve from the other direction, he walks into the arena like, oh, appears there's aggravated mayhem and some felonious assault going on here. I should stroll down and see if I could be of any assistance. And he walks in, and the Buckaroos bail out of the ring and try to go back up the ramp. But music plays again. And there's Kenny. It's Kenny. Kenny's here. He's got a chair. So Twinkle Toes McFingerbang is walking in with a chair, and the Lollipop Guild has to, because they can't go out the entrance, and Swerve is standing on the other side of the ring about 50 feet from them. They got to bail over the railing. And then while all the baby faces stood in the ring, Joe cut another promo on fucking Moxley. We're coming to get you. Jesus H. Christ. What is going on here? I don't know what else to say.
You think they're setting up a stadium stampede?
But not with the world. If they do not culminate whatever the goddamn failed experiment is with Jon Moxley as world champion somehow in a climactic fashion at their big stadium show, just to give those people something for going to see this rec center product in a stadium setting, I don't know what to tell you. I don't think they need to have another multi-man garbage match as much as they need to pick them a world champion such as poor old Will Ostrich or one or two other choices and just goddamn do it.
I thought Master P did a good job. He was the best in the whole thing.
Well, now I might not be able to argue with that the way you phrased it.
What a badass. He didn't sell for anybody. Moxley got face to face in a I would put my money on Master P. The guy's not even a wrestler.
He is giant. He's a huge man. Unnaturally big.